Hello everybody, Joe here. Welcome to the channel. So today's video, we're going to get the timer started right away and get right into it. We're doing 100 repetitions of one pull-up, one squat, and one push-up. So don't be starting this off too fast and doing the first 10 or 20 reps super fast, because you're going to end up, by the time you get to your 50th or 60th rep, you're going to be so gassed and out of breath that you're not going to want to continue till you get to that 100 reps. So really got to pace yourself doing these during these workouts. 100 reps of each one of these is not easy. I mean, it's 100 pull-ups, it's 100 squats, it's 100 push-ups. It's no small task. And when you combine these simple movements together, they form an extremely effective workout. I'm using a set of parallettes. It's basically because I have this base box chin-up bar, and you can see the bars are kind of across it, which eliminate me from being able to go down so far if I'm not using parallettes. So using these parallettes when I go down into the push-up here, it just allows me to get full down and full up position. So even if you don't have a chin-up bar like the one I'm using with the bars across it at the bottom, feel free to use parallettes as a way to just get a slightly bit of a different and slightly deeper version of a push-up. And also, if you have wrist issues, parallettes are also great for avoiding any wrist pain, because you're grabbing onto it instead of putting your hand flat on the ground. When you're doing as many burpees and push-ups as me, sometimes that can aggravate the wrist a little bit when you're just flat on the ground all the time. I do see some people, Iron Wolf is one of them, he does thousands of reps of push-ups and burpees, and he has had some wrist issues in the past. So in order to avoid that, parallettes, fantastic piece of exercise equipment. And they're super light. Mine are made out of wood, so you can take them with you wherever you go. It doesn't really add much weight. So these three movements by themselves are pretty simple. Chin-ups or pull-ups for most people, for some people might be a little bit difficult, especially when you get up to the 50, 75, 100 reps of it. However, these simple movements, if you can do them all, they form a fantastic full body workout. And if you've ever done 100 chin-ups or 200 chin-ups or 300 chin-ups, or the same with the pull-ups, you'll notice that the next day your abs are actually sore. Your abs are sore, your mid-low back is sore, your lateral muscles are sore. So a chin-up or a pull-up is an absolutely fantastic movement. And again, these are super basic movements, exercises that you can do together. However, when you string them together in a series like what I'm doing here, the effects on your cardio, on your strength, on everything that's functional to carry you on better in a day-to-day work, this is basically going to be it. I can't think of three better movements that you can do for your body. The pull-up or chin-up, sometimes I will do variations with the pull-up. Sometimes I do the chin-ups. It's, for those that don't know, pull-up is basically when your hands are faced away from you. The palm of your hand is faced away from you. And a chin-up is going to be when your palms of your hand are faced in. So it does work slightly different muscle groups. The pull-up is going to work the tops of your forearm a little bit more, just because of the grip that you have. You'll notice it in the lats and all that stuff, and maybe a slightly different portions of your back. And when you're doing chin-ups, when your palms are faced towards you, you're going to be working the bicep a little bit more. But in both of them, as long as you're not doing the kip, I do try to avoid doing a kip. The kipping pull-ups, it's very common in the whole CrossFit world. It's basically a way to cheat. It's a way to cheat and make the pull-up easier. If you can do, let's say you can do 8 or 9 pull-ups, strict pull-ups, full down, full up, and you're not swinging at all, you can probably do 20 or 25 kipping ones. I know I can. I've done 21, 22 kipping pull-ups in a row. and I don't really have much practice. So I'm sure if I practice my kipping, I could probably do 25 or 30 in a row. However, I'm not a huge fan of them, so I do try to avoid that. I also find when you start getting into the swinging motions that that is when you start to get, you know, weird little injuries here and there. You pull something here, you pull something there. So strict, simple movements should be the basis of all your workouts, or at least they are in mine. So yeah, I don't know what repetition I am at now, but let's say we've got probably around 20 minutes left, so around a quarter of the way done. And again, these workouts you can do anywhere. You know, if you want to change this, maybe you don't have a pull-up bar, maybe you've got a set of dumbbells. Instead of doing pull-ups, you can do some bent over dumbbell raises. You know, or if you don't have the pull-up bar and you can't think of anything else, just do the push-up and the squat, the push-up and the squat. Maybe instead of doing 1 or 2 push-ups, or 1 push-up and 1 squat, you can do 2 push-ups and 2 squats. And then, again, Superman is another, the Supermans are another variation of a back exercise that I do all the time. And I found that although they look very simple, when you do a bunch of them in a row, you know, you do 15, 20, 25 in a row, especially when you're holding your feet and your arms off the ground the entire time, it is extremely difficult to do, especially when you're kind of doing it on top of other exercises. So I'm not going to talk this whole time. I sure you don't want to hear me blab in my mouth the entire time. So I'll let you just enjoy watching me struggle doing these chin-ups, or these pull-ups, sorry. And I will hit you up later in the video. Again, I'm using the base blocks. I believe it's called the big bar or something like that. So I can move it down and be able to do basically dips on it, or I can move it up. As you can see, it's not the most stable platform. It does have a little bit of wobble, as you can see there. And if I don't have the dumbbells kind of pinning it down a little bit more, it wobbles even more. It is a little bit annoying at times, but I think this bar was maybe $250 or somewhere in that price range. Canadian funds anyways. So probably even cheaper in the States. But yeah, so the bar itself at the top is also a fat bar. So if I were to do this exact workout in the gym, for instance, at one of my work gyms, and it was a solid bar that wasn't moving at all, maybe it's probably going to be a little bit higher, so I didn't have to kind of bend my knees to make my arms straight. It would probably, my time would probably decrease by, let's say, a minute or 2. It does add a little bit of time just because of the bars are a little bit wobbly, so that takes away some of your momentum and some of your strength, because you're constantly, you know, fighting that balance and stuff of the bar. So again, I'll get back on to you later on. You can keep watching, and you know, if you can't do 100 reps, you don't want to do 75 reps, maybe you only got time for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, try to do maybe 25 of these or 50 of them. Or if you've got lots of time on your hand, you're in way better shape than I am, feel free to do 200 of these. The most chin-ups or pull-ups that I've done at once would be 300. I've not done more than that. I also don't really have much interest in doing more than 300 pull-ups in a single workout. So yeah, we'll get back to you further on. All right, so we've got, let's say, a little bit over a minute left. We're getting towards the rest of the end of the workout. Again, make sure you finish strong. I'm a firm believer in finishing strong. I always believe playing sports and all that, having a little bit left in the tank, just being able to push it a little bit further than your competitors, whether it's swimming, hockey, soccer. Myself, it's usually soccer or swimming. Is kind of nice to have. So again, finish strong. When you're done this workout, always ensure you stretch. I see time and time again, guys go to the gym, they finish their workout, or girls, they go to the gym, they finish their workout, and bam, they go home. They don't stretch at all. Try to stretch, even if it's 4 or 5 super basic stretches, stretch them, just hold them for 30 seconds. 30 seconds to a minute each one. 5 minutes is really all you need, and you'll feel much better the final day, the next day. So this is rep 99. We got one more rep after this, and we are done. So again, stretch. Feel free to like the videos, comment below, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will see you in the next video. 3, 2, 1, and bam, that is the final rep. Hope you enjoyed this workout. Until next time, you have yourself a great day, and bye for now.